Okay, welcome back to RedSouthCity. This is the Captain. I've just been going over half of my GameCube collection here. I've had requests before to do the rest of the collection, so I'm going to be doing the entirety of my collection so far. Now, as I said, I haven't done all the games yet. I haven't played them all yet, but, you know, for the ones that I have played, I'll give you a decent review. Alright, let's get right back in it with Tetris Worlds. This game was fantastic. There's like all sorts of different ways to play Tetris, and they really, you know, it's really nice. I've played this, wound up just by accident playing like 6 hours with multiplayer, you know, playing like Spike and, you know, friends of mine just playing Tetris for hours. So it definitely has that same playability as the original Tetris with different options, and that's really cool. The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords. Now, I don't have the Game Boy Advance hookup, so I don't know how all that works, but I know that the one-player mode in this game is really fun. I expected it to be a little too kiddie. It's not. This is a pretty cool game. You know, a lot of puzzle elements like Zelda usually has. This one happens to be kind of difficult, but not too bad. It might take you a second to figure out some things, but once you get it, it's like, oh crap, that was obvious. But this is a cool game. You got all sorts of different fighting styles, and I definitely recommend that's one that you check out. Despite there being a purple link, it's a good game. Spartan Total Warrior. This game is just full of rage. I love it so much. The fighting is intense. This is definitely one of the best hack and slash. Well, pretty much one of the only hack and slash on the GameCube, but this was excellent. Definitely. I got this one in Gladius, hoping to find one of those. This was definitely it. Gladius was definitely garbage. The epic boss fight where you fight the God of War is amazingly difficult, but oh, it's so fun. Alien Hominid. I love this game, how silly it is. The people of Behemoth are fantastic. As most of us know, Castle Crashers. It's just that good. It's fantastic. It's fun. It's difficult. It's really silly. It's really gory. It's just got everything that the growing teen could ever want in a crazy mayhem video game. Wallace and Gromit. This is a platformer, a little bit clunky, but definitely kind of neat. If you like Wallace and Gromit, it's one of those novelty things. Like I just had to get it because it was Wallace and Gromit, but it's kind of neat. A little bit silly. You're going through a zoo trying to get back at that evil penguin dude for some shenanigans. So that's all right. But the mini games, not the mini games, the sub levels that you have to get into are real hard. Like the first one you get into is real hard, and I imagine they don't get much easier, but I haven't beaten this game yet. Conflict Desert Storm 2. I haven't even gotten into this one yet, but I wanted a game that had modern warfare style. And it seems like this will have it. Hopefully, and it's got multiplayer. This is 1 to 4 players simultaneous, and there's different kind of soldiers that you can pick. If you like to be the guy that blows up tanks, you can do that. If you like to be the sharpshooter, do that, or the hard ass with the handgun. But Crazy Taxi, I absolutely love this. This is one of my all-time favorite games because I had it back on the Dreamcast and I learned it real well back then, and I still love it. This port for the GameCube is just as good. It's absolutely just as playable, just as fun as the Dreamcast version. I love every bit of it. They haven't changed the soundtrack, so yes, it's still, the same songs over and over again, but, what can you do? Great game, though. Love Crazy Taxi. Metroid Prime Echoes. There's one thing that I want to warn the players out there about these games. These are good. These are difficult. But if you happen to be like me, where you always backtrack to make sure you got full health and your game saved, some of us do that, they punish you specifically for that. So, after beating a boss, I wanted to make sure that I could save my game, go and refill my health. Yeah, every doorway that I walked back through, there was harder and harder enemies that just appeared out of nowhere and tore me apart. I did make it, but through much struggles. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. I usually don't like Tom Clancy games. This one I found a good price. It's a double disc, so that's kind of cool. I haven't played it yet, but this is also going to be another futuristic war type game, And when you get into the instruction booklet and start checking out what moves you got to do, like one of the first things that they tell you how to learn is how to hang upside down from your feet and snap somebody's neck. It's just craziness. And there's also, which I thought was really cool, a button to hold your breath while you're in sniper rifle mode, so you're not like, oh, wiggling around. It's kind of like, you know, and that's really cool, but God, that's going to be difficult. Piano 3, I haven't got into this. Not usually a fan of Capcom games. I'm going to definitely get skewered for that one, but this one seems like it'll be alright. Yet to check this one out. Got a lot of games I've been playing. Paper Mario keeps you tied up for a while. Most of us know how addictive that is. But this game looks kind of cool. First-person shooter sort of game, sort of futuristic. I'll check into that one later. X-Men Legends. There's so many good things I wish I could say about this game. The X-Men games are usually fun, but this one's really not that fun. First off, leveling up takes forever. And you have shared experience, which is good, because you don't have to level everyone on your team, but God, it's kind of buggy, it's kind of dumb, it's not a great game. Legends 2, way better than Legends 1, and the boss fight on this, if you're not prepared for it, it's not worth beating. Ikaruga, this game amazed me, still amazes me. It's just fantastic. You have, you know, it's a scrolling shooter, you know, just like Chaos Field and, you know, the other games like that, Galaga kind of style, but it's got real unique gameplay style. It's real hard, but it's like not insane hard. It's like exciting hard. So this one definitely, I won't go into it, just check it out. This game is great. Beautiful Joe and Beautiful Joe 2. These games, they're fun. The graphics are really nice. The cell shading was new to me, but it's really cool. It's a good beat 'em up. Kind of a silly story, but it's a real fun game. I definitely support Beautiful Joe, though it can be real difficult. Sonic DX Adventure. This is a port from the Sonic game on the Dreamcast, which I really like that one. Though this game is kind of buggy. It's just the playability. You get to play as a bunch of different characters throughout the game, and it's real fun. There's a lot of different things about this game that you might not like one character's game style, but you will wind up liking one of the other ones. So it's real cool. It's a little something for everybody. And there's minigame stuff too. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. This game, I liked it. There was things that I didn't figure I'd like about it. This one definitely grew on me. And I gotta say that the end fight made me furious. My one suggestion to you is don't entirely trust Zelda, not because she's against you, but because she's dumb. So Wind Waker, it takes a long time to play. I was satisfied when I beat it, so that's good. It helps out the playability. And there's some things that you can unlock. It's kind of secretive, but kind of a fun game. Just you got to have a lot of time on your hands to beat it. X-Men Next Dimension. This was kind of cool. X-Men fighting game. You know, like your Soul Calibur kind of fighter and all that, super moves and all that jazz. Pretty cool. Sound. The voiceover's not that great. The graphics not that great, but I really had fun with the fighting, and some of the super moves are just fantastic. And this was a fun game. This is one of those kind of fighter games that I love to play, and fighter games are definitely my all-time favorite. There's one of the strange exceptions to the rule. If this one wasn't so cheap, I wouldn't have got it, but Big Mother Truckers. And I've only played it for about 5 minutes, if that clues you into anything, but I was not a big fan. I don't even think you can go in reverse, and that upsets me. But seems like it could be alright. I was expecting something like a Smuggler's Run, and it's sort of like that, only not fast at all. So anyways, Big Mother Truckers, one of those driving games. Soul Calibur 2, loved this game. This fighting game is more involved than most fighting games have been. It's just the graphics are beautiful. They put so much work into this game. There's if you like fighting games, there's a little something for everybody in at least one of the characters. So I really like this, and the Link in this game, I was never good with him. I've found it to be a bit of a burden, but friends of mine have gotten real good with it, and he is a good fighter in this. So, I mean, there's the PlayStation, there's the Xbox. Link in that game is good. He does have long range, though, and that's kind of cheap. But, anyways. And my final game here is Bloody Roar Primal Fury, and this one definitely is one of the funner games. You get to morph back and forth from animal to fighter and go into rage mode, which is its actual name, and just go crazy on people. This a little bit clunky for a fighter game. It's got some of those like 80 hit combos if you really take the time to figure them out. But other than that, if you're just clowning around with you and a friend, it's just a fun fighter. So, anyways, this has been my GameCube collection. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This is the Captain. Thanks.